Question. What/how should we prepare ourselves for the transition out of high school to college?
Well, I would say learn to do your laundry first. You have no idea how many of my residents don't know how to do their own laundry, which is pretty sad. So yeah, let's see. But let's see, academically, I guess be prepared for really knowing the concept as opposed to just memorizing the steps, because there's a lot of that. You know, not exactly learning just rote memorization, but actually learning how to make up your own problems. You know, perhaps teach it to someone else. Just more in-depth knowledge. Just prepare yourself for that, because I don't think a lot of students are really ready for the change.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else? Oh, be prepared for, I mean, you'll have homework. I don't know, a lot of people say, like, there's no homework in college. That's not true. I don't know who started that rumor, but that's not true. There's homework, but there's not nearly as much. Like, there's not a guarantee that you'll have homework in a class. Some classes are purely exam-based. Some have homework, but it might not be for credit, but you should still do it. Because that's going to really help you learn it. And sometimes the homework problems are on the exam, which is a bigger bonus.
Are a lot of classes like purely exam-based, or is that just kind of like rare?
Not a lot. I guess the only two that are coming to mind for me right now are organic chemistry, which you all would have to take as pre-med people. It's just pure course pack. Like, course pack is basically made up of all the exams from like past years, and that's all you have to make sure you know the material. And then you just have 4 exams, and that's your grade. Which is tough, because you don't have any way to really gauge yourself except for midterms. Like, oh, I failed that. Darn, that's 20% of my grade. But that's the nature of the beast. So I would say, you know, always just get used to doing your homework and getting it checked, and be prepared to talk to your professors. They're a good resource, and if you know, can get in good with them, it's never a bad thing. Get in good with your professors. It's not really transitional. That's just advice for college students. But.
Well, it's different than high school, so I guess it's a transition. Okay, is college as overwhelming as it seems?
It can be, at times. It can be. When I got here, I just wanted to go back home. Like, I mean, I wanted to come here. I didn't want to really leave, but I was just feeling very out of my element, because I hadn't really gone to high school in Michigan. I mean, I was from Michigan, but I moved for high school, so I didn't feel as connected as a lot of people that as a lot of people I was living with, and it seemed like everyone had their own friends, and so so they had cliques, and it was like, oh, you know, not that we don't like you, we just don't know you, so so that can be overwhelming. And then, you know, classes weren't really overwhelming the first semester, but they quickly they can get overwhelming if you
let them be.
If you let them, yeah. So you can't really procrastinate, which I mean I didn't really do, but when all you have is, because I guess for the first semester of college I wasn't the happiest of students. And when all you really have is like your homework, and that's all you're doing, you're just like studying and doing your homework, it can be overwhelming. You kind of, you know, don't feel like you fit in. So that's why I would say, like, join some student organizations right away so you can, you know, make friends quicker. And I mean, I'm cool now.
Yeah.
It's not like I was that for all 4 years, just sad in my room.
Wait, so did you have to pay out-of-state tuition?
I do. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. That sucks.
Speaking of that,
Okay.
like, what is the maximum amount of money you can get realistically out of scholarships / like financial aid? Like, I know the average is like $10,000, but I mean, obviously not everyone is gonna get that $10,000.
True. I mean, my scholarship is $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but that wasn't like I had come in with that because I had an outside it's not really outside. It was like a program through the university for high school students, and I got the scholarship through them.
Do they offer like a lot of different scholarships, or is it more just like, hey, you're really smart, here's some money, or like?
I mean, there's merit-based and financial need-based.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have some of both. So I had the merit-based one that was the $20,000 a year, and then I had like a couple of random ones.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple grants. Honestly, my financial aid package is like a mix of everything. I have some loans and I have work study.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, what was the third one you said?
work study.
What's that?
So you basically get a job, like it'll be like a
Like this?
university sponsored job. No, not this. This
Oh.
is not work study. This is just an external job. But like a lot of the dining halls, the people who are working there have work study. So basically, that's
Oh.
like you're working for your tuition to be
Okay.
paid, but you still get the money.
So
It's kind of weird. It's kind of like double pay, but like that. Like I'll have like per year $3,000 of work study, and so that's like paid, but I have to have a work study job,
Okay.
but I still get the money. So
Okay.
it's cool. Get work study,
It's like work
and
study.
it's tax free.
It's basically like they're kind of like expecting you to use that for your tuition then.
Yeah, they're expecting you to use that for like books and personal expenses and stuff. So usually that's why I end up paying for it.
So is
all the
it
books and stuff.
easy to get those kind of scholarships, or like?
You work study jobs? Because
Well-
work study is not scholarship.
No, just like scholarships and financial aid, like in
Well,
general.
When you apply to U of M, your application is your scholarship application as well.
Oh,
And then there's like an additional form.
so then they
you
like
have to fill
when you
out.
if you get accepted, they like also offer you at the same time.
There'll
like,
be
what they
there'll
give
be
you.
a financial aid package,
Okay.
and you accept or reject whatever. I don't even think they give you the option to reject scholarships, but
Yeah. Why
You can
would you?
reject.
Yeah.
I don't know who would do that. But maybe they just want the challenge, working their way through college. But you can reject like loans and things like that, and then they have subsidized and unsubsidized loans. You can reject the work study if you want, but
Okay, that makes sense.
So, would you say, like, the summer before college, or even before that, would you have applied, or, like, wrote more essays and things like that for scholarships outside of the school?
like FastWeb and stuff like and
Yeah,
scholarships.
stuff
I wrote so many essays for FastWeb, and I got nothing.
So it's not even relevant.
I mean, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Because people, obviously somebody's winning the money.
Yeah.
It just wasn't me. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth a shot. I would try. I mean, I did try. I just wasn't one of the lucky few.
What was the program that you said that you joined
I
before?
did, well, there's a couple. It's all under the umbrella of the Summer Engineering Academy. But, the Summer Engineering Academy. They have, like, every year you move up. So it's like Summer Enrichment Program 1 and 2, the Michigan Introduction to Technology and Engineering 1 and 2, and then the Summer College Engineering Exposure Program, which is for the summer before your senior year of high school. And that was the program that gave me the scholarship.
Okay. I guess since we're on topic, is debt like a major issue? Yeah.
It's an issue. I mean, I can't think about it from day to day because
It's so bad.
not because it's so bad, it's because I can't do anything about it right now. You
Yeah.
know, I want to finish. I want to go here. I could have gone to the state college. I could have gone to a much cheaper college. But I want to go here. So it's kind of like I want it when I want it, so I'm willing to make the sacrifice and do it. The thing is, you don't have to stay on for too long, especially after you graduate. So this is your time. And if you still don't have a job, you can defer. So it's not like I'm owing tons of money
Yeah.
right now. It's an issue. I mean, I think about it sometimes and I forget a little bit, and then I'm like, can't do anything about it right now. Don't worry about it. Keep moving. So you can't worry about things. You can't stress about it. Otherwise, you'll just be crying in a corner all the time.
Yeah.
I'll get it taken care of. That's the attitude I had to have. Because freshman year, I was like, oh God, I have $9,000 in debt. This is ridiculous. And she was like, oh, shut up. Like, you want to be a doctor? Just wait for it.
Yeah.
So, honestly, if I needed another loan, I'm like, what's $5,000 more? That's really bad. I'm like, I'm gonna be a doctor. It's not
You'll
even
pay it off
close.
eventually. Yeah. Okay.